Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SOM Live. I'm Corky McCorkle, along with the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett. We are SOM. Come get some. Chad Bartlett,
that's right, baby.
You got to be feeling pretty good this week after being exonerated of any wrongdoings.
I was telling you the whole
referee
time.
in your big tag team match last month.
Hey, like I said, mistaken identity, false accusations, fake news, it ain't doing nothing. These people are confused. I feel sorry for the idiots. The truth shined, the light shined down on me, and I was exonerated. You know what that means, Corky. Not guilty.
Well, folks, we got a lot on the program coming up for you today, including the opening round of the Spoiler Classic Tournament. RT3 going to take on Brian Rivers. But, folks, we've got a new X Division champion in Sir Alex Monroe. And we want to take you to a look back at the history between Alex Monroe and Sir Brian Jeffries over the last several months here at SOM Live. Going to take you to that and a whole lot more today on the program.
The people who don't like it are angry, and the people who like it are laughing.
Joey Ryan fan?
Goddamn right.
Joey Ryan. In an era where indie wrestling, it's never been bigger. This is it, and I could not be more excited.
It's about sending people home happy, and I think Joey does that.
People came to see us wrestle, and they're fired up.
I'm done with the EGC. December 9th, I want out of my contract to match with you, and I don't need a golden briefcase to cash that statement in.
I don't even have time for this crap that they're trying to put me in. You see, I've got the golden ticket, which means I can cash in on any champion that happens to be in the ring.
And Alex Monroe ducks it and hits a chin breaker on Alex Monroe. Hooks the leg. 2, 3.
No!
Yes, he did it.
Oh my God!
Alex Monroe has been released.
Oh my God!
Hey, we've seen this before,
Hits the
baby.
backbreaker. And there's that stand-up move. Ryan Jeffries running in with the knee. And he said, after you, take the pin. Is that enough to do it?
And there it is!
So,
Give the man his belt!
X Division champ. More stolen
You want
gold
me to tell
for
you
the
why? Because the EGC don't want trash like that!
Ooh!
Hey now, man. Whoa.
What the? Whoa! God!
Alex Monroe's out here.
Get him out of here! Get
Get
it!
you to
Ooh!
some safety. Folks, this is horrible double team.
Ooh!
Throwaway superplex. And Alex Monroe has fought out of it. Up on the middle turnbuckle. Hits the flying crossbody, but not able to roll into the cover. They got to a 10 count. As both men cannot get back on their feet, it's a draw. And Brian Jeffries will retain that X Division championship. But they're making some noise. They're on their feet and they want to see. As Alex Monroe is back up, and now Brian Jeffries runs into the clothesline from Alex. Alex Monroe, can he keep the fire burning? Can he keep the momentum going? Back elbow takes down Sir Brian. Wait a minute. Well, I was closer than that. I mean, he's saying it was that. It was more like just a pinch away. Come on. I mean, Alex Monroe hits that big, huge chin breaker. And I think that's going to do it. He had Brian Jeffries beat. He had the guy out, and Judas put the foot up on the rope. He put Brian Jeffries' foot on the rope, and so that broke the count. Now, and Alex Monroe needs to stay focused. He had the guy almost beat. And now Judas causing a distraction up there on that apron. And Brian Jeffries, wait a minute, he's got that championship belt. Oh, wait a minute, Alex Monroe ducks it. It's a chin breaker again. All right, this time, nowhere near the ropes for Judas. Wait a minute, we got a new X Division champ. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the new SOM X Division champion, Alex Monroe.
Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing here with our brand new two-time X Division champion, Alex Monroe.
Yes, I finally won it back, Spaceman. And in Georgia, too. Just hearing the crowd after he tried to cheat and he didn't succeed. And just hearing the crowd after I won it again, oh, it was breathtaking, Spaceman. But you know what else this means? It also means I have a target on my back. And I'm not afraid to take on any competition who's willing to take the X Division title away from me.
All right, well, there you have it. Alex Monroe fired up. New two-time X Division champion, and he's ready to defend that title. This is Spaceman for SOM Live. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked.
I'm Hoot. And I'm Punky. And you're watching SOM Live.
Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing here with Riley Rocket. She had asked for some time today to get some things off of her chest.
I'm here today to talk to that crooked ref, Hunter Sharp, about betrayal. You betrayed my brother and that Hall of Famer, Jimmy Valiant. You may have been pardoned by Judas and Bronson Garrett, but I will never, ever, ever forgive you. And after tonight, in Mount Carmel, we will have the very first School of Morton Live women's match. After tonight, you will never forget me.
Well, there you have it, folks. Words from Riley Rocket. She's a serious lady on a serious mission. Make sure that y'all check out at the Mount Carmel block party tonight. This is Spaceman for SOM Live.
Thief!
You made an open challenge for that belt.
He's a thief.
Draco answered the challenge, and he beat you fair and square.
Where's my
just
chance?
Can't stand it.
Where's my chance? Where's my open challenge?
Well, I'm sure he'd give you an op. Why don't you ask Draco for a rematch?
Well, he's obviously got
See
his
if he
hands
can
full
get it.
with this shredded up machine right here, Austin Henry.
Yeah, this
Look
Austin
at that
Henry,
guy.
He
He
looks
looks like
great
Adonis.
shape. He was set to make his debut a few weeks ago against you, Chad Bartlett, and you backed out of the match. You didn't want any piece of that guy.
That's
as I recall.
untrue. That is absolutely not true. I've never lied, cheated, backed down from anybody.
Well, now here we go.
Oh.
Right there is the bell.
Whoa! Here it
Draco
goes.
going right to work with
What
a
is
double leg
this?
takedown on his less experienced opponent there, and a series of
He is a
forearm
bully.
shots.
He is an absolute bully.
Draco stomping away now, feeding the boots to Austin Henry. And
What is this?
wow, Draco is as fired up as we've ever seen him. He is the television
Oh,
champion.
good God.
Huge knife edge chop.
Somebody's
A
got to
series
do
of them.
something.
And forearm blast. Wow.
What? Really?
Young Austin Henry is in a lot of trouble. Snapmare.
What
And
is
I believe
this?
that knee caught Austin Henry in the back of the head.
He's a
potentially
bully,
there.
and he ought to be ashamed of himself.
Draco.
Arrest this man and take him out of here.
A lot of heavy strikes in this matchup, and he has got something to prove.
The referee trying
He's
to.
saying it's over. He's coming off this match.
No, I mean, there's got to be some fight left in Austin Henry. I can't
Draco
believe it.
now.
Whoa! Outside the
All
ring.
the way out. This thing is over. And
Are you
Draco,
kidding
all
me?
right.
Don't let that idiot speak. Take him out of here. Arrest him.
Hey, Chad, why don't you shut your mouth before I just do the same to you?
Why don't you give me my belt, you idiot? I want to see that happen. Huh?
This little title that you brought with you.
That's
that-
my
that they
belt.
made, the TV title, top of Texas, top of trash is what it is, just like you.
Speak for yourself.
I want my title, mi título, and one person alone has it, and I'm coming for you. Alex Monroe.
Oh, wow. He just dropped a name.
You better shine that title all nice and keep it warm for the true champion, because I'm coming for you, and I will be the new 7-time X Division champion.
Wow. Here he is.
Alex Monroe.
Here he is. Alex
out
Monroe
here.
has walked out. He's ready to face Draco now. Hey, if he.
Draco just threw your title in the trash. there,
Hey,
Chad
wait a
Bartlett.
minute. No, he didn't. Referee, grab that belt.
We got some referees in here to break
Why aren't
this
they
up now.
doing anything about
I
my
will
belt?
say, Alex Monroe did defeat
Protect the TV title.
Draco back at the Paul Morton Cup for that X Division title. Now, but it was a rather
Corky.
odd conclusion to that matchup, I will say, with that referee, Hunter, who is no longer sanctioned as a referee here.
Corky, I mean, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Could you go over there and grab my title for me before they ruin it? They messing it.
You want to come out here and you want to talk trash? That's fine by me. You want an open title? I'm down, because I don't remember. If I remember correctly, you beat me here as I was bleeding and defenseless. And you could have dropped that title since you like to talk trash about it. But just remember, you're on, buddy, and you're not going to forget it.
Well, let's do it right now.
All right, folks, we've got an event tonight, a Mount Carmel block party. And I think we just signed our
Who
X
cares?
Division title match for tonight. Draco and Alexander Monroe.
Who cares? Are you guys seriously just going to let the TV title be destroyed? Like, where's my belt? Complete morons. You're going to let this TV title be disrespected, and you give me my belt.
Well, folks, coming up, the first qualifying round for the Spoiler Classic Tournament is coming up. You see right there the brackets. RT3 going to take on Brian Rivers
Ooh.
in our matchup tonight, the first round match. Then next week we'll have you, Chad Bartlett, taking on J.C. Adams.
Bang,
Ricky
bang.
Dooley against Jason Blythe, and Jerry Sampson taking on Sir Derek Williams. Now, each man who advances in that going to be taking part in a 4-man elimination match August 4th at the Carver Rec Center, the Spoiler Classic. It's going to be a big event, so you don't want to miss that. And that first round match, RT3 and Brian Rivers, the true outlaw, coming up right now.
Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing here with Judas and the hillbilly heartthrob, Bronson Garrett. And also with Brian Rivers. And you guys, Brian Rivers is in the Spoiler Classic, and you guys got some comments about him being in the Spoiler Classic.
Comments? I bet you're asking yourself, Spaceman self, who is this guy? Well, let me tell you exactly who this is, Spaceman. You see, I went to Gilley's, where I'm a 2-time Mechanical Bull Riding Hall of Fame member, and I bellied up to the bar, and I found the baddest man there, sitting there drinking Pabst Blue Ribbons and putting his fist between the face of everybody that walked up to him. Somebody's phone's ringing. They must be calling him for a booking because he's exclusive to SOM Live. He's not only my head of security now, he's my friend.
I told you to never call me at this number.
They need to be leaving him alone. But let me tell you, you want to know how I find men who win. And I tell you something else. I went on Craigslist under Men Seeking Men, because we're men seeking a man, and I found somebody who's working with Derek Williams right now to get him on the winning track.
And who is that?
He's a man. We found while we were seeking another man.
Not just the man, but he is the man.
He's
not just
the
any
man.
So, I mean, when are we going to meet this the man?
You'll meet him short enough. He's with Derek Williams right now on a sabbatical. But right now what we're talking about is the man who's going to win the Spoiler Classic. He's going to beat up Jerry Sampson, something I would have done, but Jerry Sampson's out of my weight class.
Yeah.
I need to be taking on the bigger guys. J.C. Adams, Romeo Rodriguez, you know, the muscle heads.
That's right.
He's going to handle the light work.
Well, Brian Rivers, they've been talking a lot about you, and Jerry Sampson is one tough customer. But you got RT3 today in a qualifying match for the Spoiler Classic.
RT3. All I can say is today, your name is Jerry Sampson, and I'm going to do to you what he's got coming.
Well, there you have it, folks. We got Brian Rivers in a qualifying match today against RT3 in the Spoiler Classics. The winner of that will go on to the Spoiler Classic to be in a 4-way elimination style match to determine the #1 contender for the East Tennessee title.
Hey, Spaceman, I think it would be safe to say he's going to spoil RT3's day.
Spaceman Jones here for SOM Live, standing here with RT3 ahead of his match in the Spoiler Classic qualifier against Brian Rivers. What you got to say about it today, RT3?
You know, Spaceman, I am pumped up. I am fired up. I left the gym early to come here today. They said, RT3, get down here. If you win this match, you're in a fatal 4-way for the East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship. Spaceman, I ran out of that gym. I got in my car and I drove as fast as I could to get here because that title means everything to me, and I've never won it. That's one title that has eluded me, and I'm going to change that come August 4th. Because right here tonight, I'm going to beat that newcomer, and he's going to remember my name, RT3.
Well, there you have it, folks, man. Some strong words from RT3, who is obviously a strong guy. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for this qualifying match for the Spoiler Classic.
Here he comes, baby.
Here we go, folks. The opening round of the Spoiler Classic tournament. Now, whoever wins this is going to advance into that big 4-way elimination that plays August 4th at the Carver Rec Center in Johnson City.
Hey, you
Spoiler
know.
Classic. Now, the winner of that match, the challenge for the East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship.
Brian Rivers, if anybody has a chance, it's the enforcer. It's the enforcer for Judas, and it's the enforcer for Bronson Garrett, this man, Brian Rivers. They picked a dangerous hand, and there he is. RT3 better look out, baby.
Brian Rivers, fairly new to SOM Live here, but he's been pretty successful in competition thus far, and now he's aligned himself with Hillbilly Heartthrob and Judas. He's the head of security. The Don't Break My Heart tour. And here comes someone the SOM fans are very familiar with, RT3. RT3, the gentleman who was robbed of the tag team titles a few weeks ago by Devastation Incorporation.
Hey, you know, he's about to turn the same color as the underwear he's wearing in the ring right now. When Brian Rivers gets a hold of him, he's going to be black and blue. He's a brawler.
And well, we can expect to see RT3 in action tonight at the Mount Carmel block party.
If he don't get his arms broke right here. You think Brian Rivers is playing? If I was Brian Rivers, I would take that as a sign of disrespect that he thinks he's going to make it out of the ring tonight.
There's the bell, and it's the opening round of the Spoiler Classic. We're going to be having qualifying matches in the weeks to come here on SOM Live. This being the first, and it's a big one. And that was a huge shoulder tackle from RT3, taking down Brian Rivers. Brian Rivers looking for the hip toss. RT3 reverses. And big scoop slam from RT3. Takes down Brian Rivers, and now Brian Rivers up on the shoulders.
Oh my God.
Out of that fireman's carry position, a big slam. RT3 is in full control here.
Well, did you not see him pulling on his tights, picking him up by his tights when he slammed him?
I did not see that, but
he's cheating the same way he did in Georgia.
I know
Everybody saw
RT3
it.
would love to win this match, would love to win the entire Spoiler Classic and become the #1 contender for that East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship. Is the man who currently owns it.
There we go.
Definitely on the bad side of RT3, Dangerous Dan Matthews. I know RT3 would like to get a hold of him, but right now, well, Brian Rivers taking control of RT3. RT3 reverses the win. Huge back body drop. Almost put Brian Rivers through the ceiling here. And
what is he doing?
RT3.
He better open up that fist. He's cheating again.
Big blows from a big fist. Oh no, Brian Rivers.
Not today.
Dropping RT3 face first into that top turnbuckle. And he's choking away. Now Brian Rivers is choking away on RT3. Referee Willie Mann is putting a stop to that. And now what's he doing? Fish hooking RT3. What is he, pulling on his nose?
He's doing what it takes to win, Corky.
Breaking the rules.
He wants to make it out of the first round. RT3's been punching with a closed fist and everything. Referee ain't said a word about it.
Well, the referee is reprimanding Brian Rivers there, and he saw that shot as well.
Well, that was just payback.
Right now, RT3.
RT3's about to take a nap.
Rolls over RT3, and Brian Rivers hanging on.
Oh, no, he's peeling the skin off the side of his face. Did you see that? Those taped up wrists can feel like a cheese grater.
I see cheaters fight like that all the time.
Uh-oh. What was that?
Wait a minute now.
No!
RT3
No!
taking down Brian Rivers with that huge clothesline.
Come on, get up, big guy. No!
And another clothesline. Puts Rivers on his back. RT3 is looking good. It looks like, is he setting up for that spear?
This is ridiculous.
This is RT3's strategy.
No!
Spear, pin, win, Brian Rivers.
Here it is, baby!
Spear. And wait a minute, he's got his foot up on the rope. And Brian Rivers to win.
Taking a page out of my playbook.
Yeah, that reminded me of your match against RT3.
He can't learn. This idiot can't learn.
Additional leverage.
RT3 will never learn.
So there you have it, folks. RT3 showing the frustration. And now Brian Rivers will advance in that Spoiler Classic tournament. He's going to go on to that four-way elimination match at Carver Rec coming up on August 4th. So, folks,
Corky, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you might be RT3. Same thing. He gets pinned with the feet on the ropes. That's the only move you got to know,
right there you see, folks, Brian Rivers advancing in this Spoiler Classic tournament, going on
clean and heavy-handedly, might I add.
And that four-way elimination match going to take place August 4th at the Carver Rec Center. Be sure to join us there. But hey, we've got a big event coming up tonight at the Mount Carmel Block Party. It's going to be a huge event. They got music, games, all kinds of things going on. Great food. I saw an Elvis impersonator there last year, Chad Bartlett. And not only that, SOM Live going to be there with our first ever ladies match. You heard it, Hunter Sharp taking on Riley Rocket going down tonight.
Heat. They want to rip each other apart.
And then, of course, July 21st, we'll be back here at the School of Morton for SOM Civil War. And then at the Greene County Fair on July 24th, the Wednesday night. But next week, we'll be back here with more SOM Live and a continuation of that Spoiler Classic tournament as you, Chad Bartlett, take on JC Adams.
JC, where you at, baby? Let's do this. You want it, let's get it.
So be sure to join us next week. Give us a like and subscribe on Facebook, and check us out now with our latest deal on Power Slam TV. You can find all the events from School of Morton going back 5 years, hundreds of hours worth of content. That's on Power Slam TV. And we'll see you here next week for more SOM Live.